Hello, comrades! Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Over the Potato. I'm not entirely sure why I open with the whole welcome yourselves back, because the very act of me introducing this episode is in fact an introduction. But there we go. That's a little bit of a discussion for another time. Let's chat about what we're gonna do in this here episode. Now, so in the last episode, we did a whole heck of infrastructure building, really, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. This is a colossally important area that we pretty much just finished building. And so I'm really, I just want to have a little look at it, you know? This whole area looks pretty darn great. And, the Potatograd industrial sector, industrial site, industrial zone is coming along nicely. Right, we finished building the steel mill. We need to do a few more bits and bobs to make sure that this is all ready to produce. Chief amongst them is to fix this little conveyor section right over here. Thank you very much to the person who made me aware of that in the comments. As ever, if you're interested in giving me feedback on how to play the game, please by all means leave a comment. The politer the comment, the more chance you have of actually making a change to my behavior. If you tell me that I'm an idiot and I'm not a true Soviet, well then we're gonna have a problem, obviously. But there you go, just a sort of side note there. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get the steel mill up and running today. What I want to try and do is I think we probably want to try and get a track running to the border. I mean, there is a small customs house over here at whatever that word is. The problem with that customs house is that it doesn't have a train station. Neither does that. That doesn't have a train station over there. I mean, I think to the north there are train stations. There must be somewhere. I'm sure I've seen the ability to export via train. That is definitely something that I have seen. Mount Ivan. No, nothing over here. There ain't nothing nowhere, Governor. Oh, I know where I saw it. It's all the way down at the bottom corner of the bottom corner of the map right over here. Nope. That's not it either. It's over here. I mean, it looks like, to me, anyway, it looks like exporting steel via train is just not possible. Yeah, that is a little bit of a bummer. I say it's a little bit of a bummer. It may well become possible in the future. And I tell you what, if we take a quick little look at the ships in this game. Yeah, so if I go to infrastructure ships, they can transport steel, I do indeed believe. Yeah, so I mean, what we could conceivably do is move the steel via boat down to the bottom right-hand corner and then move it via train into the station. That is definitely an option, and, boats on the whole definitely are something that we are going to use at some point, and, the reason that we're going to use them is because there's such a large stretch of water out here, and there's a lot of resources that we want on the other side of the pond, so to speak. However, I think given the proximity of the customs house right over here, it's probably best if for now we just set up like a highway to try and get resources to the export place as soon as possible. Therefore, we'll move all of our steel to the border on trucks, which doesn't sit well with me. I'm sort of humming and hawing a little bit about it, but it doesn't sit well with me because, I mean, there's no scale. There's no way that you can really sort of scale up. Let me unpause. There's no way that you can sort of like scale up the exporting of steel. And I do indeed suspect that we are going to need quite a lot of... We're going to need quite a lot of trucks. We're going to need quite a lot of capacity. I mean, I really want to reinforce to you right now, dear comrade, that we are going to use steel for absolutely everything that it's worth. I mean, it's going to be a very, very crucial component of a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to build close to home. And it's also going to be a key source of revenue, really, frankly. So, yeah, we need to make sure that we get the steel production right. And look at our finances just draining away. That ain't cricket. I mean, the reason that things are draining so much at the moment is because I believe we're processing so much coal and iron. Well, we're not processing bought-in coal, but we're processing bought-in iron. Yeah, so we're currently buying in a little bit of iron, and that will, of course, ebb and flow. You know, I'm not going to worry too much about the financial situation at the moment. We will have to worry about that in the future, but for now, we don't. Right, so what I'm trying to do right now, just whilst I'm sort of talking strategy with you, is we're just trying to flatten out a little bit of ground here, because if you'll recall, towards the end of the last episode, I talked about how I wanted to get the outputs from the steel factory set up towards this side of the factory. So if we go into the, yeah, looking for not large aggregate storage, I need the open storage, please. I think I can find it. Here, yeah. We need open storage because that's where we store steel, and we probably want to make sure that this is on the same level as the factory. I'll tell you what, this is just a way quicker way to terraform the land, isn't it? It really is. I still don't understand why that's the case. Is it because we use excavators? If I hold it this way, we can kill two birds with one stone. That is a horrible saying. You know what? The more that I think about it, that is an absolutely gargantuan saying. Gargantuan is not the right term. Gargantuan implying size. Gratuitous, I think, is probably the term that I wanted to dredge from my memory, but you know, it didn't really work. The old memory box clearly not functioning on full capacity, even though I've just had a cup of tea. I mean, I've had a wonderful beaker of wonderful Soviet vodka. I need to stay in character. Come on, this is important. Right, we're not gonna go too OTT with this, but I just want to make sure that we've got a little bit of space over here. And I'm kind of in two minds about how we go about sorting this. I think, to be honest, one singular storage area is probably going to be enough, because we're going to be able to hook this up to the train network. We're going to be able to hook this up to the train network. We're going to be able to hook this up to the road network. I mean, it's already got it's got a train track literally running through it. It's got road access running through it as well, so, I mean, that's fine. Look at this. Okay, we're making a little bit more progress. I might as well just do this whilst we're here, which is a thing that I'm doing. Right. So get this done. Brilliant. Okay, I think that's probably enough space. Are we satisfied that that's enough space, everyone? Comrade? Tell you what I'll do. I'll move it just up a little bit this way, just so that we've sort of taken down the next level, just to make sure that it all looks good. Because I don't want to have to adjust this in the future, if I can avoid it. Right, so let's stick this in. I guess I'll stick it out here. I guess I'll stick this out here. So let's do that. We've not got auto build on yet, which is brilliant. We'll stick in a factory connection as well, just in case we need to do something with this later. There's going to be a track of trains, train track, otherwise known as a train track, running down there somewhere. So what I'd like to kind of try and do is, well, actually, maybe we can just stick the forklift garage in here very sort of sneakily. Yeah, if we do that there, and then we're able to link that up, maybe? Oh, brilliant. Okay, so that should still allow us to get a track. Yeah, miles and miles and miles of room. Don't actually want to do that, but there we go. It's an option. We can always deal with that in the future. Let's just get this all sorted. Let's just get this built. We'll build it right now, and we will get that all dealt with. Wonderful. We'll buy a couple of forklifts as well. We're probably not going to need that many, but it is what it is. And let's... Building without power supply. That's a little bit of a strange one. So load up at the steel mill. Don't unload anything at the steel mill. That's another thing, is that we could technically import resources via this system. Although actually, no, we can't do that because all of the resources are either iron and or coal. But, you know, this will be dealt with later. We don't need to worry about this too much for now. And then unload in the medium storage area. I don't think this building actually needs power. Neither does this one, I believe. But well, we can always adjust as we go. Now, let me see if we can get a wonderful, nice road network. A trolley bus road network? Well, a trolley bus ain't really what I'm after. What I'm after, I think, is just a regular old road. Yeah, what about brick bridge, prefab bridge? I mean, I want a bridge that can go up to 120 kilometers an hour, even though I know for a fact that we're not going to be able to get any trucks of that magnitude. Again, magnitude, not the correct word. We're not going to be able to get any trucks that are going to be able to go that fast. But it's, you know, it's a dream, eh? It's a dream. Okay, this is clearly just not my day. I suppose we did make the very difficult decision. I say very difficult decision. It wasn't a difficult decision, but it was perhaps a decision that did indeed deserve some more thought. We did make the decision to build the steel mill on a mountainside, which, again, in hindsight, you know, maybe not the best of ideas. However, you know, there are ways. We have ways to make you talk. Quite. Still too steep a descent? Really? Really? Are you kidding? That's a baby descent. Alright. Alright, my initial anger has now disappeared, and it's been replaced with a cold, hard enthusiasm to do a good job. Okay. Nice little steps. Brilliant. Okay. Get that adjusted. What do we need? We only need asphalt and gravel. I mean, theoretically, if I wanted to make asphalt, how would I do that? Let me have a little look. I do need oil. I need bitumen. I need bitumen from oil. Bitumen is, unfortunately, unbelievably expensive to import, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I think it's more expensive than fuel. Yeah, it's more expensive than fuel. And I don't think I really want to do that. I don't think I really want to do that. Not yet, anyway. Even though it would probably give me a little bit of a saving. How much would it cost to build a factory? I mean, it would cost a little bit. All it needs to be is linked up to the gravel infrastructure. I mean, if I could build it in here, that would be kind of ideal. Not entirely sure how we're going to link up a future oil connection. Let me give this a shot. Let me sort of shop this around a little bit. See if we can make this happen. Right, so something like that. We can always reposition the forklift area if indeed we need to. I mean, that's actually not the craziest thing in the world to have. Okay, let me see if we can get all of the infrastructure up and running. I mean, I'm sort of taking every opportunity. Can't build due to infrastructure? Excuse me? Alright, you can build the other way around. Wonderful. Not entirely sure how that works, but hey-ho. No chance of us building under there. Didn't really expect so, to be honest. It was more just trying to see if we can build across this way. That was kind of the plan. There we go. Okay, I mean, that's not too bad, actually. We're going to need to bridge this because, irritatingly, the forklift tracks can't be crossed. But that's okay. Build a steel bridge, build a wooden bridge. We'll build a wooden bridge. Let's give this a shot, shall we? And that indeed seems to be super easy to deal with. Alright. Maybe they've just improved the bridge building mechanics, or maybe I'm just, you know, really, really good at building bridges. Maybe that's my hidden skill. You know what they say when they say everyone's got, like, one hidden talent? Maybe mine is building bridges in this game. How unbelievably bad would that be? It would be pretty bad. It would be pretty bad, really. Do I want to delete this? I kind of want to delete this. I want to delete this road. I'm going to delete this road. The reason why will become clear in just a second. Also, this road as well. I'm going to start construction of this road. We need boards. Check. Gravel. Check. Concrete. Check. We've got all of these resources, and we're going to be able to make our own road. It's something that I'm really quite keen on, is that I want to just sort of start projects, forget about them, let them get built, and then sort of return and see it sort of completed. So that's kind of like a mini mission, at least, for now. Also, something else that I should have done rather stupidly, but I didn't check, is where is the walk-in point? There is no walk-in point for the concrete factory. Right, that may present some problems. So we're gonna have to use the road. I think that's a little bit better, actually. Right. What's the distance here? 197? I'm not unbelievably optimistic about the walking distance between that area over there and then this area over here. Yeah, we might need to deal with that. But you know what? That's a problem for once this thing is actually being built. Let's right now start building a whole bunch of construction offices, because we're all about our own construction here. I would like somewhere that is reasonably flat, kind of like over here, kind of industrially, but kind of within range of the city, because we're going to need to do a lot of city stuff. I also kind of want it to be a little bit sort of further away from the industry area. So let's try and get that sorted right now. What I'm going to do, little cheeky hint for you here. I'm going to pull out the power plant, and I'm going to use that to flatten all of this ground around here. And then we're going to slowly but surely just move the power plant across. I will note that this tip doesn't usually work for areas of extremely steep landscapes, i.e. the area that we built the steel mill. Very, very steep landscape over there. Much more mountainous. This area was already relatively flat before we decided to plan a power plant on top of it. But there we go. Anyway, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the humble construction office. And we're going to get a heck of a lot of them. I mean, these things are pretty darn cheap anyway, aren't they? Gosh darn it, I hope so. Right. Let's get 5. 5 construction offices. Auto build using rubles. Actually, uncheck that. That's fine. And let's get rid of this horrific overlay. Yeah, 5 grand a pop. I mean, so it's basically free. I mean, that's a rounding error in terms of economic wastage, potential economic wastage. Basically a rounding error. Okay, let's get a gravel road to connect them all. Yes, I know, I realize that we are going to have to get a singular bit of gravel road, which is going to be built by me here. That's fine. Start construction of infrastructure. Yep, so that will all be planned, which is brilliant. Also, how far is the walking distance? Few buildings that can be reached on foot? None. None thus far. That's okay. Yeah, we don't need power. That's completely fine. I'm looking to try and get... Well, gravel can be picked up. We can definitely access the gravel. We just need to make sure that we've got the ability to pump it out, which shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Although now that I actually think about it, that might be more of a challenge than otherwise. So what do we need? We need gravel... We need gravel, concrete, and boards, right? Sure. Well, you can do... And workers, of course. I always forget about the workers, even though it's in the name. Right, so workers... Workers can be sourced from the bus stop. Road connection doesn't exist. Okay, fine. Just build this. Build all this stuff. There we go. Build all this stuff. Yeah. Had to do it this way, unfortunately. Couldn't just auto build all of the stuff, all of the roads, because because we're gonna need, because we're gonna, I want to build this road by myself. I want to do it. Right, so workforce from here, Potatograd bus platform. We're gonna have the buses in this building right here, so we're gonna have just a full building of buses. That's how we're gonna do it. Source of gravel is not assigned. No worries. Source of gravel will be right. Gravel's the next problem. So, what we want to do is we want to have a truck aggregate loading. And we want to try and see if we can stick it down. To be honest, here's fine, I think. Yeah, I think this is... If that works, if that fits... Building in the way. Yeah, I know there's a building in the way. It's the building that I'm trying to connect to. Does that work? No? Alright. That was an optimistic placement. Okay. Try a little bit further away. Brilliant. Brilliant. It works. Works an absolute charm. So, let's get that built. And then... Is that powered, actually? That should be powered, I think. There's a... thingy over here. Yeah, that should totally be powered. If that's powered, then this should be powered. Cool. Okay, so now we need to just make sure that there is a road connecting up that there. Let's get that built, even though I don't want to build it. I know, how ironic is it that I want to build this very specific road myself, but I'm quite happy to pay thousands and thousands of rubles to have the other roads built for me. I know, the irony is not lost on me. However, it's a piece of the puzzle. You know, you gotta treat this game like a jigsaw, you know? It's just how you gotta do it. Right, building's not finished. Let's go and let the building get finished then, I guess. And then we will assign the truck aggregate loading. Ah, okay. Well, it would be good if I asked it to start construction in the first place. Anyway, missing dumper trucks. Don't worry, I'm on it with the dumper trucks. So we're kind of looking for the maximum capacity. I think it's the good old T138. Right, get as many of them as we possibly can. Lovely. So that's going to be dispatched already. Source of gravel is not assigned. That's okay. We don't need a source of gravel. That's fine, I don't think. What else do we need? We need boards. So let's specify for boards. Now, boards can be picked up from... Ooh, good question, actually. Cannot export boards. Do we not have an aggregate storage for the board? We do have an aggregate storage for the boards. Boards can be picked up from over here. Why are we just not picking these boards up fast enough? What's the issue? Why is this not working? We seemingly are only moving... We seemingly are only... Oh, we've got too much wood in the input. I see what's going on. So we can't actually pick up stuff because we got too much wood in the import. Okay, I mean that's somewhat problematic. Let me rectify that right now. Always good when you come across like 500,000 other problems that need to be solved before you can get going. But hey ho. Yeah, we also have a construction office down there. That's okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a depot. This is what I'm looking for. Now let me go in and get a open hull thing. And I need 9 tons of wood. Is that really the best that we've got? I think this is it. 10 tons of wood. 13 tons of wood. That's it. Right, so you guys are going to have a very specific route. You're going to have to go here and then there. That's it. That's it. You're only going to load bricks, boards even, and you're going to unload boards as well. So that's literally what I want you to do. And then we're going to copy this, and we're going to copy it across all of the other trucks in the depot. Still wish there was a depot button that allowed me to dispatch all of the trucks at the same time, because that's a little bit cumbersome to just go through the motions of faffing around, clicking the start button. Anyway, that should rectify that issue. These trucks can continue on their little route. That's fine. I'm okay with that, to be fair. We just need to export more boards, and we just ain't exporting enough boards, but that's okay. Anyway, we've got a bunch of wood, and that's wonderful. And now we can go into this road construction office, just a general construction office, frankly. They don't only construct roads, they construct everything. Absolutely everything. Right, so let's get as many of these trucks as we possibly can. And let's specify boards. That's right. And we're going to specify that point as the board point. Wonderful. And yeah, so all of these guys should be working on, yep, the road, which is great. What else do we need? No workers or mechanisms, missing resources, gravel. Yeah, are we filling up? Are we filling up with gravel? We should indeed be. Yep, we should indeed be moving a whole bunch of gravel across there now, which is wonderful. 35 kilometers an hour. Yeah, this road needs to be upgraded for sure, but that's okay. The buses are... Have any buses been dispatched? I don't think so. I don't think any buses have been dispatched, but that's okay. Anyway, so we've got boards. What else do we need? We need concrete, which means I think concrete is done in a dumper truck. Also, that's a bus being dispatched to pick up workers. Brilliant. Can you take concrete? You cannot take concrete. I was wrong. You can take asphalt, though, so that's fine. Where do we... Or how do we move concrete? Is that in a... open hull, or is it in a concrete mixer? Well, you know what, Potato? I think it would probably end up being in a concrete mixer. That's right. What do you know? The hint is kind of in the name, actually. Anyway, we'll buy as many concrete mixers as we possibly can. Concrete plant. Yep, we do indeed have one concrete plant. There is no road access, he says, ignoring the fact that there is massive road access right behind there, but that's okay. We don't have any gravel at that concrete plant yet. I'm kind of undecided about how we get gravel across to there. Yes, that's going to be an interesting one. That's going to be an interesting one. Thus far, undecided. Thus undecided. However, the good news is that we've got a bunch of workers that are currently on the job, and we're making roads. Look at this. We're bulldozering. We're bulldozering, and that's wonderful as well. We do indeed need to perhaps have a few more bulldozers accessible, but we can deal with that later. That's not too much of a problem. Anyway, we've got a whole bunch of construction offices up here, and that should be just fine indeed. Let's get this upgraded, and this upgraded as well, and we will hopefully get as many workers to come and build this road as we do have indeed building that road. Brilliant. Right. Do we have enough workers just in Potatograd proper? I mean, seemingly things are okay. Kindergarten is a little bit overstuffed. Kind of want to try and get down a modded kindergarten. I did talk about getting a modded kindergarten in the last episode. Kind of want to keep this area free for the rails, potential rails of the future. Sure. You know what? Let's put it down over here. I know this is kind of a little bit maddening to have such a colossal kindergarten. Also, how much is this going to cost? 38,000 rubles? Probably a price worth paying in order to make sure that everyone is able to go to kindergarten. Yeah. Yeah, that is fine. Cool. Okay, so that's in progress. That means that we're going to get asphalt. Asphalt is going to be for this big old road that we're building, which is kind of ridiculous that we haven't even made any progress on the steel mill. But that's fine. Let's get the road zoned out, shall we? Yes, let's get the road zoned. Right. Somehow you don't want to do what you were doing before. That's a bit of a bummerino, if you ask me. There we go. Look, we're gonna be able to fix this. We're gonna be able to fix this together. Nope. Give me the wireframe. We need the hero of the day, the hero of the hour. There we go. Wonderful. Right. That's not even at all what I wanted you to do. Okay, I mean, I think I've just actually made it worse. Also, this road definitely seems to look like it's at an angle. Or definitely looks like it's at an angle. And I don't think that that's a good design for a road. However, I don't care anymore because I'm already over it. Let's move this down. Brilliant. And that can connect up there. Beautiful. So, max speed of the gravel road is 60 kilometers an hour. Obviously, the max speed of the asphalt road is significantly higher. But that's okay. We can convert this to asphalt at a later point. It's not actually required right now. However, we do need to make sure that this entire area is upgraded to proper road. Because, I mean, the fall off in speed, 35 kilometers an hour to 60 kilometers an hour, that is just hot garbage. So, let's go and get this upgraded to... I mean, I could just get it upgraded to asphalt now, couldn't I? I mean, why not, right? In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah. Down to here. Down to here. And across here. We might need to end up building some of this road ourselves if it ends up not sort of falling within the range of the construction offices, but whatever. That's fine. The point is that I'm going to be hopefully undertaking most of this construction myself. This road is completely unused as well at the moment, which is brilliant. It means that everything should just work. Hopefully everyone should be able to use the existing infrastructure. Yeah, I think so. Alright, brilliant. We're actually making some progress. We are actually making some progress. We're making some boards. We're storing up the boards at the depot. That's fantastic. You guys are lost. What are you doing? You can't get back along here. Right, well, we're going to need to make a temporary access road. Yeah, temporary access road, which can be deleted at some point in the future. That should hopefully fix your issues. Yes. I think. Fairly confident about that. What do we need for this? Concrete, gravel, and boards. Right, well, I mean, hopefully we've got a couple of trucks that have been dispatched to go and pick up the resources that are required. Source of gravel is not assigned. Yes, it is. Source of gravel is very much assigned. This is just a pain in the backside. Right. I want to do all of this construction myself, and yet here I am, not able to do all of the construction myself. Does that fix you? Okay, that fixes everyone up. Not entirely sure why the access road that I just built is apparently useless. Bit irritating, but hey-ho. I am determined to build this flipping bridge by myself, but there we go. Anyway, so road-wise, we're all queued up to start construction of that road, so hopefully that should mean that a bunch of gravel is moved out there. Asphalt is looking a-okay at the moment. We just need to finish up the road connecting. Bitumen is going to be imported automatically. Gravel is, as you know, going to be imported via the aggregate storage, which is fine, and we will have that as just ready to go, which is, I don't want to say it's basically a free upgrade to all of our potential roads in town, because it is really, really important that we have as many roads as possible. But it is basically a free upgrade to every single road in town, and so I'm going to make sure that we try and capitalize on the fact that we've got asphalt production this early. That was very funny. Apologies for that little abrupt little I don't know, what was that, screen freeze thing? I had to pause the recording because somebody came to the door to ask me about fireworks. Yeah, it was weird. It was like a survey thing. Yeah, well, in this Soviet Republic, we're not going to survey people about fireworks. We're just going to do whatever the heck we want with them. If you want to do stupid stuff with fireworks, you can do stupid stuff with fireworks. However, we're back in the game. It was a little bit of an intermission. Apologies about that. Right, so we're going to start construction on one of 3 components for the bridge. Gravel, concrete, and boards, and workers, of course, all required. That shouldn't be too challenging to do. Hopefully it should all work. We've got concrete dumpers, concrete thingies are going to the concrete plant, concrete trucks. We're going to the concrete plant. Is there one already here? No, there's not. No, there is not. Although I'm sure it'll be arriving or setting off any moment now. Any moment now. Is that actually connected up to the... Yeah, it's connected up to the road. Okay, that's fine. We still need to get gravel over here. I might just import it. I might just import the gravel. Undecided, frankly, about how that works. We're also waiting for gravel over there. That's fine, too. Okay, good. And the kindergarten. Oh, my goodness. Would you look at this? This kindergarten is pretty big. Pretty darn big. And it can deal with up to 300... 300, 400 in fact, 400, 300 children. Well, it depends on how many staff we have. But anyway, that's fine. That's good. That's all working. We've got a couple of workers waiting over there. Yeah, we got a good number. We got a good number of people, although we're going to need more people, obviously, and we're going to need to make sure that happens as swiftly as possible. Right, so can I start producing steel? Because I really, really want to. I really, really, really want to. We need to get power. Buildings without power supply. Yeah, there's 2 buildings over there that don't have a power supply at the moment. I think we're probably just going to tap into this connection over here. And we're just going to set up another medium voltage switch. As you do. That over there. That over there. Bring this over this way. And we will stick in a electric substation right over here. Even though the steel mill has got its own power supply, we still need stuff around to be powered. So let's get that set up. Let's build the substation manually. Fantastic. And let's build this manually as well. Brilliant. Okay. So we should have power. We should have power in absolutely everything, apart from here. Actually, that doesn't matter. Even though that building is without a power supply, it seems to work. Right, not sure about that, but that's okay. Everything is operating without issues. All that we need to do now is find a couple of workers. Find a couple of workers to work in the steel mill. Now, what we're gonna do in the first instance is see if we can try and get this connection set up. I was hoping that we would be able to get the connection, the sort of crossover connection, up and running, but doesn't look like I will. I mean, that works. That. Okay, fine. You know what? If it works, it works. It's gonna look like total garbage, but it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Don't worry about the fact that it looks garbage. Oops. That goes in that direction. That goes in that direction. Brilliant. Brilliant and brilliant. And that's all set up already to work. Okay, let's buy a brand new train. Let's buy a passenger wagon. Not a passenger wagon. What is it? It's not a train set, not a passenger wagon. It's a motor wagon. That's what we're looking for. Motor wagon. Let's get the. What is this? This is the MV. This is the MV853. Sure, we'll just get another MV853. You go to there. You go to there. Brilliant. Start work. Phenomenal. Right, so hopefully that should all work reasonably smoothly. Right, why are you having issues? How did you manage to get there? How did you manage to get here? Oh no, you're not telling me that. Oh, we don't have any crossover. We don't have any crossover here. Oh, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Right, get that built. Are you seriously telling me that this train has been pootling around here for the entirety of the episode? Oh, it's bad. It's bad. It's worse than I thought it was. Well, that should be rectified now, right? Yeah, hopefully. And then how much coal and iron have we got here? Wow, a lot of iron. A lot of iron and a lot of coal waiting. Also, we don't have any output for the iron yet. That is kind of ridiculous. Definitely should have made sure that we have an iron output area, so we can only collect coal at the moment. Right. All right. completely passed me by. Train aggregate loading. Let's get this set up over here. I have no idea why this hasn't been done yet, but it is what it is. Goodness me, this is just turning into a good old Christmas disaster. Okay, connect that up. Build this. Right, do what needs to be done. And you know what? Let's buy another train as well. Buy a new vehicle or mechanism. I think it is... What do we have? What do we have over here? It's the... That one, yeah. And then we'll just get as many hopper cars as we possibly can. I realize that buying a brand new train at this moment in time, maybe not the smartest thing in the world, but it is what it is. Right, so delete that stop. Delete that stop. And then we will set up this to go. Building is not finished. Really? Still unfinished. Well, no matter. We'll just pop it into double time speed. Load 100% of anything. And by load 100% of anything, I mean load all of the iron ore. Then let's travel all the way back to here. And unload the iron ore. Brilliant. Unload 100% of iron ore. Fantastic. Okay, start. You may begin. Go and do what you're going to do. Undoubtedly, that'll end up being a disaster, but it's fine. Have we delivered any resources over here? Resources missing. Concrete. Is it because we're not producing concrete? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to auto-purchase a tiny little bit of gravel. And we need workers as well. Well, I mean, that should be within walking distance. Yeah, of the concrete factory. Cool. Do we not have any workers coming into the cableway station? Tell you what, we don't have that many. We do not have that many. Okay, a lot of people needing a church. A lot of people needing access to a hospital. We should probably get both of those things, and then we should also try and expand the town, because this is just getting a little bit problematic. Yeah, we need just way more stuff. Way more stuff. Okay, so let's place down. Sure. Place down 2 of those. Brilliant. Let's complete that. Complete that. It's gonna cost me a heck of a lot of money to get it all sorted, but I mean it'll absolutely be worth it. There we go. Do that. And can we get a little access area down the center here? Brilliant. Building is in the way. Wonderful. We need to make sure that everywhere has got access to everywhere else. And that substation is in a really awkward location, but that's fine. Okay, that there. Lovely little walkway setup that we're gonna have going on over here. Okay, that down there. Can we fit a pathway up the side here? Somehow suspect that might not be possible. Building is still in the way. Alright, you know what? We're gonna have to ditch this substation, but I really don't want to ditch the substation. Yeah, that's a big old bummer. That is a big old bummer. Otherwise, everyone's gonna have to walk all the way around. Yeah, okay, well, you know what? It needs to be done. It needs to be done. Unless we can fit it through now. Building is in the way. No, it's still... Oh! Tell a lie. There we go. Okay, we can actually, hopefully, get around that way. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that works like an absolute charm. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Let's build all of those pathways. And that will allow absolutely everyone to get around a little bit more. More people going into the cableway station. More people going to the bus stop. Undoubtedly, it's more people. And that's exactly what we're after. We're after more people. We're after more stuff. So more people waiting at the train station. There's not a... Oh my goodness. There's not a single extra signal on this bit of track. Look, there's teething problems. Teething problems, okay? Teething problems. We're just gonna need to work it out. Until we have a properly circularized system, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. So you gotta just sort of go with the flow, you know? Right. Are you able to access all of the facilities? You're not able to access all of the facilities, unfortunately. Shopping is a somewhat foreign concept, which is not great. Ideally, yeah, something like that. Sure, set that up. Will that even allow... Oh, it's so close. So close to being able to make it all work. We just need that little bit more. We just need that little bit more. Just need that little bit more range. Need that little bit more range to make this shopping experience perfect. Can I link that up? Too sharp of a turn? Nope. I know I said that I wanted to start producing steel properly in this episode, but I mean, has that happened? Has that happened at all? No. We're still not even making steel. Can you believe that? Can you believe the shenanigans? Alright. Does that work now? Do we have connection? We still do not have connection. I simply do not believe it. Now that'll work. Okay, that was a big mistake. I should have made sure that was. It still won't work. It's still not within distance. Oh no! Whoops, my bad. That needs to be connected up. Okay, finally. Okay, the range should work. All of the thankfully, that's down to 229 meters in order to get from there to there. Brilliant. Okay, so everyone should be happy. We should have a bunch more workers. We do still need a hospital, but that should be relatively easy to hook up. We'll get it right now. It's an equipment for citizens, I do indeed believe, right over here. And we'll get that set up right over there. This is going to be a fairly significant outlay given my financial position at this present moment. However, it's going to have to be done. It's the only way that we keep our people happy. It's the only way. And then... Sure. That can be connected over there. Great. I just want to make sure that it all works as it should. Need staff and doctors. Yep, we're going to get staff and doctors. Just buy the ambulances. The ambulances are all the same. Those are the most expensive types of ambulances. Shouldn't have done that. Not the most expensive, but close to the most expensive. Anyway, that's 2 extra productive houses. 50 workers without a job. I mean, everyone should have a job. Everyone should have a job. Absolutely everyone should have a job. Just go to the station if you don't have a job. Are we making steel now, by the way? We should be pretty darn close to. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Brilliant. All right, and in fact, there's already a little bit of steel. There's already a little bit of steel in the storage yard. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. So, have we started making asphalt yet? We ain't started making asphalt yet because we're still waiting for all of this ridiculous construction to occur. Although, tell a lie, it is happening. Are we making the slightest bit of concrete? We are, in fact, making the slightest bit of concrete, which is just great. And you are currently heading out over here as well. Okay, this is good. Okay, so we're making all of this happen, which is great. The concrete trucks are gonna go and fill up on concrete. No idea why it's taken this long to get a single employee out to work at the concrete factory. But hey ho, hey, that is what it is. There's only also 0.5 tons of concrete that we can actually store at any given moment, which is pretty shocking, but that's okay. Hopefully we're going to be able to fill this thing up to 1 point whatever it is. Yeah, 1.3 tons is exactly what is required. Okay, cool. And then you're going to go out and move over here. It's all going to work. Brilliant. Okay, now, the next thing is I'm actually going to build this road. I know that I said I didn't want to build any other road, but as it turns out, this is just taking far too long. And I actually want to start shipping stuff off before the end of this episode. Walking distance, unfortunately, it looks like the asphalt plant is not within walking distance of the cableway station, which is a very big problem. A very big problem indeed, because I sort of was banking on the fact that it would be. Yeah. Alright, this is working. This is absolutely working. We just need a couple of boards, and the boards should be picked up at some point, I'm assuming. What are you doing? What is the problem? Where's the issue? Why are you having an issue? Why is this a problem? Why is this a problem? Where are you going? You're trying to go to the station. Well, why was that such a... There's a clear... What? Go here. Go there. Right, I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea how you could ever get stuck in that situation there. That's quite ridiculous, frankly. And honestly, making a fantastic case for electrification, because this train system so far has been the jankiest train system of all time. Really has been very, very janky. How much steel have we got? 10 tons of steel. Literally 1 truckload of steel. 1 truckload of steel, and now we're down to 2 employees at the steel mill. Jeez Louise, that ain't so hot. That is very, very not hot at all. However, we're managing to build a bridge. We're managing to actually build a bridge. It's quite literally a miracle that we even got this far. We've got 43 staff. How is it that we've got that many staff in the hospital and we're not able to get as many people into the cableway station? Why is that not happening? We're barely moving any people by cableway. I mean, frankly, having a cableway here is ridiculous. And, you know, I appreciate how ridiculous it is. I absolutely do appreciate how ridiculous it is. However... Oh, for good... Really? Really? This is where you decide to get... Right, you know what? More signals. More flippin' signals. More flippin' signals. I just... Sometimes the rails in this game... They just really irritate me. There we go. Okay, look. So that should all work fine. If somebody's getting fuel, there's going to be no disruption to regular service. Brilliant. Oh, goodness gracious me. All I wanted to do was make some money. That's all I wanted. What do I need? I need an open haul, couple of trucks. These are the guys that carry steel, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get as many of these as we possibly can. 8 trucks probably isn't enough, but that's okay. Set that up as the load 100% of steel. Brilliant. And then we are going to set it up to take its load to the border. There we go. And I'm not going to tell anyone to go yet because I realize that the road system is in a total state of disarray. But that's okay. We'll get it all set up. We'll get it all ready for action. I literally just wanted... I just wanted to try and make stuff myself. And how has that turned out? Garbagely. Absolutely garbagely. Got a concrete truck that's going to do something. The resources just aren't working. Construction is not assigned to a construction office. Yeah, I should have made that more clear. Yep. And you... Right, so everyone now sucks resources, or sucks construction missions in within a 3,000 meter radius. And so that 3,000 meter radius is enough to get us halfway along, whereas the 1,000 meter radius is just far too small. 3,000 meter radius gets us halfway along the route to the other end. Okay, so let's build this. Build this. We're getting that set up. Just do all this myself. Will not cost that much money. But, you know, every penny saved is a penny that we can spend on something else. So, you know, there is a practical point as well as an economic point for building my own stuff. Right, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Brilliant. Cool. And so now that I've increased the range on absolutely everything, we should see a lot more activity over here. Yeah, that's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. And so now all of the resources, yeah, the resources should be moved from over here, which is brilliant, as opposed to just the singular area. Still don't understand why not that many boards are being picked up. Doesn't really make sense to me, but that's fine, I guess. At least things are working somewhat. Yeah. That's all working fine. Brilliant. We've got 68 people waiting at the station. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. This is frankly ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Why on earth? Why on earth are you not able to get through here? It's like, what is stopping you? The fact that you're touching these tracks and these tracks are touching these tracks, it's like, what? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. Right. There and there. The problem is that when you add too many signals, everything gets messy. Everything gets really, really messy. I mean, we need to make sure that absolutely every crossing is apparently done by bridge. Otherwise, you're just never going to have anyone doing anything. Which would be a real shame. Also, we need to get gravel production set up. Gravel production is one of the easiest ways to save a heck of a lot of money. And we should do it. Last chance to buy. MV820. That's not what we're running at the moment. We're running the MV853, which is, of course, completely different. Right, so you, 98 workers, gonna come up to the steel factory, and you're gonna drop everyone off, and then you're gonna take the jankiest route home possible. I mean, look, that is a true trek to get to work. That's a hike. That really is a hike. Apart from the fact that the train network is janky, my construction objectives are completely skewed, everything seems to be okay. Everything seems to be fine. 98 people to work in the steel factory. Look at this. Oh, wait, that was fine. That was fine. That was totally fine. All right, brilliant. Yeah, I mean, 98 people to work in the steel factory is pretty flipping good. It's pretty flipping good. It's not as good as what we need it to be, but it's not half bad. It's not half bad at all. We're dropping off the gravel at the right place, which is wonderful. We still do not have... Yeah, we still don't have the range. Still don't have the range to get this stuff done. What I might do is I might run a bespoke bus. In fact, that's exactly what I'll do. Right. You're going to be dispatched. First stop is unreachable. Go to here. That's not going to work. Right, so I can't even free up any space. Can't even free up any space to buy a flippin' bus. Until this road is done. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I don't want to buy any more stuff. Can I get you to do the bus stuff? Change depot or workplace. Depot is full. It's a bit of a bummer. Have we even finished making the first bit of bridge? I tell you what, we're almost there. We're actually almost there. We just need another 7.5 tons of board. And we're also dumping over here as well. 79 tons of gravel required. Yeah, it's going to take time, but we're going to get there. We're going to absolutely get there. Tell you what I could do. I did try to build a sort of rudimentary access route earlier, and it absolutely didn't work out. Now, here's my chance. I've got a great chance to make it work. Right. Let's do this, do this, do this. And we'll do that over there. Cool. All right, so that's going to be the temporary access route, how to get to the border until the roads are all finished construction. So that should be grand. I need to get way more people into Potato Grad. I really, really do. This is kind of unacceptable. Yeah. Kind of unbelievably bad how it's working out. I'm going to decrease the number of staff that work at the hospital, because frankly, I just don't need that many people. So let's get 5 people to work at the hospital. Fantastic. Hopefully everyone else will reallocate themselves towards working in the steel mill. That's kind of the dream. 14 workers in the steel mill. How much steel have we got? 25 tons. I mean, 25 tons. You might scoff at 25 tons, but 25 tons is actually a heck of a lot. Heck of a lot of tonnage, frankly. Heck of a lot of tonnage. Right. Yeah, so that's 416 rubles per ton, which is quite a lot of tonnage, as I've been saying on repeat, apparently. But that's fine. That's totally fine. There we go. And we will sort all of that out. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I still don't understand why. Oh my god. How is it? How is it that you guys are consistently managing to mess this issue up? How is this? How are you guys doing this? I just don't get it. I don't get it. There shouldn't be any issue here. There should be no problems. 23 workers. I mean, that is a truly abysmal number of workers. I want to try hiring some more workers, frankly. Right, 10 immigrants in the Soviet bloc. Let's hire as many people as we possibly can. There we go. Yeah, I know it'll cost me a little bit of money, but that's fine. Brilliant. Okay. So a little bit of a stimulus there to take everyone up to sort of maximum level. We just need people to work in the steel mill, really. We need people to turn up to this train station and get picked up and just be counted, really. And I tell you what, looks like that has actually worked. Brilliant. Very, very happy with that. Got a couple of patients that are being treated. Maybe having the low number of doctors that we have in the hospital is not the best of ideas, but that's fine. We can rectify that pretty much immediately. Have we finished building this flippin' bit of bridge yet? We still have not. It's unbelievable that it's taking that long. However, we are building the asphalt road without the asphalt, apparently, which is again quite incredible. But there we go. I just can't believe it. All right, you know what? I'm determined to get at least something flipping done. Right, finish building this. Just 5,000 rubles. Just do it, okay? Just get it done. All right. Right. You can start. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that even though I gave the game like 20 minutes to get this stuff done, it just didn't. We were thwarted at every turn. Right. First stop is unreachable. Is it really? All right. Get all this done. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Cool. Get that done as well. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. So, all of the steel is going to be dispatched to where it needs to be dispatched to. Disregard the fact that, yeah, half of this road is still under construction because we've now got the sort of slight access road, which is great. Let's get a bespoke bus. A bespoke bus, just one singular bespoke bus is fine. That will take people to the... That will take people all the way over to the asphalt plant. Brilliant. The boards! The boards! They've arrived! Just in time for me to stop caring and start building. Given that that entire cost is going to cost me 420 rubles, kind of a little bit ridiculous that I didn't do that before. It was about principle. It was about principle. But you know what? I can't afford to wait around forever. So, steel, let's go and get the steel all packed away and sorted. As long as the trains are able to work and able to run on time, then I think we're going to be just fine. What the heck is going on here? Why don't I just get all the trains to stop at all of the stops? Right. Stop over here. Yeah, sorry about this, buddy. Don't move. Right, okay. That was clearly too ambitious. We've got 97 workers on this thing. Yeah, so you're gonna go to Potato Grad train platforms. Yeah, okay, fine. Copy that to you. Okay, so now basically both of these guys have got the same mission. We will prioritize. There we go. Just go there. Just go there. Oh, come on. Just turn around. Turn around. Go. You have an issue with this? You will not have an issue with this. You'll be able to go. There you go. Simple as that. So we now have both of the trains working on the same cycle. Is that gonna be enough to move a significant number of employees? I mean, workers up to the steel mill. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But certainly we need more than 118 workers. That's for sure. What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on? Why are we not able to load up steel? What the heck is happening? What are you doing? Oh, you literally all got up here, and then you decided that you need to go and get filled up with petrol. Alright, filled up with diesel. I see what's going on. Right, hold up. Pause just for a second, because that is, frankly, a ridiculously long journey for you to take, but that's okay. I'll get a gas station. Get a gas station right over here. Right. Goodness me. Right, we're down to 2.5 million rubles, which is a bit of a problem, but that's okay. The gas station should work. Please don't continue to go. Alright, you're all going to continue to go to the other gas station. What can I say? I tried. I flippin' tried, everyone. I flippin' tried. Right, what I want to really see is will the setup work over here? I.e., will we be able to shift enough people over to where we need them to be? So the thought process is that we'll drop off whoever needs to be dropped off over here, and then we'll head on. What I do need to do is change this to that signal. Yep, brilliant. Cool. So we might only drop off a couple of passengers over there. Right, well, you know what? My vision has not been completely crushed. We're still kind of building a little bit of a road. Got 100 tons of gravel on that site over there, so, I mean, that's pretty good going, right? Yeah, it's also not ideal how we've got loads and loads of trucks driving through town, because it's quicker than driving on this terrible bit of road over here. But that'll be amended at some point. Right, how many people are we carrying up? Right, so we only dropped 15 off. We only dropped 15 off at the first passenger station. The next station we're going to drop 100 off, which is great, because that means more and more steel. Okay. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while for us to financially sort of get there, to get to where we need to be. Is there any way that we can cut down on our expenditure? I mean, not really, frankly. We are running quite hot in terms of expenditure at the moment. Tell you what I could do, though. Could get another motor wagon. Could get another motor wagon and give it the same mission as we currently have. There we go. So go and do that. Brilliant. Hopefully, just hopefully, we'll be able to get enough of our workers to the steel mill. Because that's the whole point of this operation. We need steel, and we need steel fast. It's the only way that we make money. It's the only way that we can make money. But you know what? This setup that we've got going on here is good. It's really, really good. I'm very, very happy with it. 204 workers. Right, so I think that we might be able to push up to about 300. But after that, we're going to be pretty limited by the sort of size of the town. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. Right, yep. You drop off a couple over here. Literally four workers being dropped off over there. Wonderful. I mean, this whole thing works pretty much as well as can be expected. Okay, also, what I need to do, I need to amend your load slightly. Yeah, wait until loaded needs to be ticked on everyone. Because I absolutely do not want trucks driving around wasting fuel when we don't really have the money to pay for all of that expenditure, that fuel expenditure. Brilliant. Okay, so everyone should wait until we got a full load of steel, and then they can head off to the border. It's gonna be slow going. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna take us a little while before we can, you know, have the sort of steel volume, the volume of steel production that we need in order to turn a significant profit. However, we're now regularly getting imports of people into the station, which is really, really important. And yeah, as I say, we're pushing about 300 workers each and every time, which is pretty darn good. Do we have enough forklifts? We kind of don't, really. We can get one more forklift. That can help out a little bit, but might need to access a secondary slot over here. He says, confidently, as he's not able to access a secondary slot. Well, you know what? We can worry about that later. If we're making too much steel that it can't be exported fast enough, I mean, that's a really, really good problem to have. But the fact of the matter is that is not the situation as it currently stands. We're, you know, we're only on our first load. $5 grand per truck. So, I mean, we've got, what, 8 times 5 is like 40. Basically 40 grand. 40 grand we're gonna make by shipping this to the border. It's not very much. It's not very much, but it might just be enough to turn a profit. That's what I'm kind of hoping. In fact, no, I would go further than that. Not even hoping. Banking on. Absolutely banking on. Also, I have neglected to put in signals over here. There we go. There we go. So that should allow 2 trains into the station at once, which should allow us, you know, just a few more passengers, or just a few more workers at the steel mill. Population seems to be fairly well satisfied in Potatograd. Still says that a couple of people don't have a job, which surprises me somewhat, as there are so many available workplaces up at the steel mill. A little bit infuriating, but it is what it is. Lots and lots of steel is being made, and that makes me very, very happy. We are importing rather a lot of resources, and you know what? I haven't seen the coal or the iron train in like 15,000 years. It could only be something like this. It could only be something like this. I swear, it's just anytime I look away for more than 2 seconds, there's an issue. Right. That is a problem that we need to fix, without a shadow of a doubt. We need to fix all of our railways so that they don't end up looking like this, frankly. Go. So that they're not constantly having a stop-start attitude. By stop-start attitude, I mean we can't just have trains stopping every 2 seconds. It's just not good for business. It's not good for business at all. We've got loads and loads of iron waiting to be picked up as well, so that needs to get a move on. How is our iron train doing? You're going to the entirely wrong location, but that's fine, I guess. You know, I'll give everyone one opportunity to get it wrong, and then everyone needs to be at the top of their game. But look, at least the steel mill's working out. At least the steel mill's working out. As suspected, we need a heck of a lot more trucks. We're not able to move the trucks around that. We're not able to move that much steel around, unfortunately, because of the fact that trucks carry so little. However, we're limited, right? We're limited by the lack of steel that we've got, the lack of train connections that we've got. You know, so we got to play to the strengths of the geography. And let me tell you, this is pretty weak geography. Pretty flippin' weak geography. I gotta be honest. Just being real right now. Have we got a bespoke bus? We got a bespoke bus. We ain't importing gravel. What the heck is going on? We cannot export or store it. Oh, no, we totally can. We totally can do that. Also, this is going to need to be assigned right there. Brilliant. Can I reduce the capacity of this bus? In fact, that's totally fine. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. And then... yeah, okay. I mean, you know, prefab panels, not much that we can do about the fact that we've got nowhere to move prefab panels, but that's fine, I guess. You're the one that's going to the asphalt plant. After that, you know what? Let's stick this as perhaps a destination. I don't know. We'll sort of leave that for now. I suppose if we're only moving like 8 workers across to the plant at any one time, should be fine. But now that we've added asphalt as a thing that we can actually move around, should make everything just that much quicker. Let's widen the horizons for that. What do we need? We should just, yeah, we should be fine. Should be fine to make this all work properly. It's just the fact that we've got 1 worker on site at the moment, which is a little bit underwhelming, but that's okay. Right. So, I mean, how would I rate this episode as a whole? I mean, positively, we are definitely making steel. We are employing a significant number of people to make us steel. All good stuff. The bad news, I mean, distractions, I would say. Distractions definitely distracted us. Can I have a little look at our financial figures, please? Yeah, economy and trade. Where are we in? We're in June. I think it was June that we actually made money. Yeah, 36,000 export. However, we imported 86,000. Which is very bad, in fact. Very, very, very bad. Very bad. Very bad. What did we import, mostly? Mostly coal ore. I mean, that is absolutely unacceptable. That is absolutely unacceptable. We're going to need to try and fix that. To be honest, I suspect that the big issue was the fact that we don't have, or we didn't have much in terms of coal and iron delivered via our local extraction area. Part of the problem, methinks, is this cableway. I really, really, really hope that that we can justify keeping this cableway. At the moment, gotta be honest, this cableway seems very, very inadequate for what we need it for. But you know what? We'll have to deal with that. We'll have to deal with that in the next episode, because that's going to be it for now. Thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful journey, comrades. I will hopefully see you in the next episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, where maybe, just maybe, we can make some actual money. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'll see you next time. Bye.